So I'm gonna show you very quickly how I color my feathers. It's not so hard to color. It's really easy, but you need some equipment. I have a metal ball. Here I have the white feathers in just water. This is preheated water. I have water here, and I don't ever boil. It should be. Can you see the steam? That's perfect. I don't measure the temperature. So these two. And here's the color I'm going to use. This is from Veniard's. I'm going to use fluorescent orange and some coral, and I'm going to take them out pretty quickly because I want a light feather. I don't want all the color to come in. So I have some vinegar. This is just some 6%. You don't need any stronger than that. I have these papers. These are actually very important to have because we're going to check the color. We're going to stir around for every couple of minutes. We're going to take out the feather, put it down there, squeeze it, and check the color. So I have all this equipment I use just for coloring. So I'm going to have the fluorescent orange, and the amount is not that important. You don't have to measure it. You just have to. Can you see? This is not much, just a little bit. Of course, if you're gonna, this is just for a gram of feathers, so you really don't need that much. Put in some fluorescent orange and use gloves because you don't want this color on anything else. So that's fluorescent orange, and I'm gonna have some coral. This color comes out amazing. So just a little bit. You can do the same amount. You know, it's all about the timing, how long you have the feathers in the bath. Almost the same. Put it in. Put on the lid. I'm gonna wash my hands because there are some residue on, you know, some colors on my fingers. I'm gonna wash them. Make sure it's fully dissolved. Very important. And make sure it doesn't boil. You really don't want to boil feathers. I don't use, especially CDC, because they're gonna dry out and the feathers is gonna break. So I don't like to boil. Just, you can see it's just steaming. That's perfect. I have it on 5. Yeah. So when the color is, you can't see anymore, it's dissolved. We're gonna put in the feathers. So make sure you grab all the feathers. It's a little bit tricky. Of course, put them in. Don't stir them, just put them in. And use gloves. You really don't want any dye on your fingers. I'm just gonna stir it for a couple of minutes. And after a few minutes, I'm gonna check the color because I'm looking for a lightly colored fluorescent orange. I don't want it too dark. This process can take from 10 to 15 minutes to a half an hour. I find that it doesn't, you know, yeah, I have to check it. That's the best thing, is to check it. Don't just put it in and leave it. It all depends on the color you want. Oh, yeah. It's getting there. I can see the orange is starting to soak in. So I'm gonna check the feather again. So let's check it. Oh, it's too light. Can you see? It's just yellow. So I'm waiting for the orange part to soak in. Okay. So put it back in. I'm really looking for the really light orange color. Fluorescent. I want it to be fluorescent, so this is gonna come out beautiful. So leave it in for 2 more minutes and we're gonna check it again. So now it's been 2 more minutes, and you can see sometimes the feather wants to float on the top, and you could actually put in, this is just some sallow, just a drop, don't overdo it, a couple of drops. And that will break up the surface, you know, the tension, and the feathers will you know, sink down. So then they don't float on the top. Just a little drop of salve, dishwash middle, yeah. I'm gonna check it again because I think it's getting closer. Can you see the light color? Oh, I love doing orange. It's sort of, you know, I've caught so many fish on fluorescent orange CDC shrimps. So I love doing fluorescent orange color. Yeah, man. This is the same color that Stig uses for his orange peel. It's a really nice, light, sharp orange color. So we're gonna leave it in a couple of more minutes and I'm gonna check it. So I've been checking it now for every other minute, every 2 minutes. And the total time now is about 16 minutes. It's been in 16 minutes. I have a timer. So I can see the orange has started to soak in. So I'm gonna check it, okay? So let's see. I have a feather here. Put it on the paper and get all the color out. Oh yes, oh yes. Oh yes, it's getting that really nice. I can see the fluorescent color has come through. Oh yes, oh yes. I think maybe I should leave it in a little bit more. I want it a little bit more orange. It's too yellow. Can you see? Hello. So I'm gonna leave it in for 2 more minutes and check it again. Plop. And with the soap, you can see the feather just soaks in. So we're getting close, you guys. Yeah. So I've been checking the feather every other minute, every 2 minutes. I've been checking the feather for the last, it's 20, let's take my clock, 26 minutes actually. It's been in here. And I've been checking the feather every 2 minutes because I really want to make sure I pull it out when I am happy with the color. And also to see, you know, it's cool to watch. First it's yellow, light yellow, then the fluorescence comes in, so it's called fluo yellow, and then the orange starts from the top of the feather and goes down. It's really cool. So now I think, and also after a while the water will evaporate. So I have a, you know, my water boil. I fill up with some water so it doesn't run dry, you know. That's no problem. So I think I'm really starting to get you know, I'm happy with the color. I'm just making sure it's not fluo yellow but also orange, but it kind of looks like it's getting orange now. So let's check it one more time to see if you're happy with the color, and then I can show you what I do after that, okay? Yeah. So let's check it. I use a fork, just lift out a feather like that and get all the water out. And I think, yeah, it's been in there for 26 minutes. Of course you can, I make notes, you know, this color I used 26 minutes to get, but you need to pay attention because it's never the same. That's my experience. Oh yeah, I can see the orange has it looks great. Let's do a close-up. Can you see the orange? It's no longer just fluorescent yellow, it's also orange. That's what I'm looking for. I really want the orange color as well as the yellow. So I think let's check it out in the sun. I'm outside and I can check if the UV from the sun makes it glow, and it really does. I'm really happy. So I think we're gonna set the color and we're done. That's 26 minutes. So let's go. So I'm gonna put in some vinegar, just a little bit, like that. That is gonna set the color. I'm gonna stir it around and leave it in for a minute or two. So I'm just gonna leave it in for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna go over to the sink and we're gonna prepare a bath. So here I have my metal metal bowl and I have my sieve. This stuff, I only use this stuff for coloring. Don't use it for food, just coloring, okay? So we're gonna prepare a bath. Just hot water, body temperature, not too hot, like that. And we're gonna put in some soap. This is white concentrated, yeah. Put on a little bit. And we're gonna stir it. Because we're gonna wash our feathers, because we really don't want any color left on the feather. So here we go, turn it off. Don't spill it. Go over here. I'm gonna pour it. You don't want to spill this stuff. Pour it out. Make sure you get all the feathers out of there. Oh, this looks great. Oh yeah. So put on some hot water. Not too hot, just body temperature, and rinse it. Oh, I can see this color is gonna turn out. This turned out great, man. Rinse it and dip it in soap. Put in the feathers. This one ready again. And we're gonna wash them. Just stir it around. We really want to make sure there's no dye left in the feathers. I like to do this, and just body temperature water. Don't go too warm, okay? Because it's gonna dry out the feathers. Oh, look at the color. Oh yes, this looks amazing, man. And that's 26. Let's see, 27 minutes was that. So you know, you could leave it in for 15 minutes and then start to check it, but I like to check it. I like to see, you know, if you want a fluorescent yellowish color, you could pull it out at 12 minutes if you want. I like to, yeah. So after a couple of minutes, we don't want to wash them too long. We don't want to dry out the feathers, you know, so they get so the hackle stem gets too dry. I think that's enough. Just a couple of minutes, and pour it in. Try to hit. Oh. Okay, and then we're gonna wash them. And I really like the color combination of the coral and fluorescent orange. I love it. Oh, this is gonna make some nice ladies, man. Wash it. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. So flip them over, take them out, and every feather counts. These are expensive feathers, so we don't want to leave out any. Yeah, and now we'll wash the feathers, and we're gonna do a check, so we don't have any color residue left. I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna check for color. It's really, yeah, it's okay. Sometimes if you haven't washed the feathers good enough, it gets orange here, but this looks great. So I'm just gonna dry them off and leave them to dry, and we're gonna check it. And this is really exciting. I love this part, you know, waiting to see how it comes out and put it in a bag and everything. Yeah, so you just need it to dry out. So this is the result. I'm so happy with this color. Can you see the orange? It's no longer yellow, but you have some yellow, lighter tips. Can you see? So I pulled it out perfectly. Perfect time. Let's have a close up. So this is the color. Oh man, that's perfect. It's can you see the orange on the tip? On the tip of the feather out here, it's pretty orange, and it's lighter. Also got the light orange color further down. So it's perfect. I love it. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys try to color some CDC yourself. If you're wondering about anything, just send me a message on Instagram or an email. Oh, that's a really nice close-up. Okay, you guys. Bye.